Hi, this is Jason Faulkner. I'm making another video to reiterate that I'm selling all my fabulous products for $10,000 each, cash, no strings attached, no annuities or nothing. Why, you say? Has he flipped his lid? No. I've seen this society's siege tactics before, and it's a long, prolonged duration of endless bullshittery, and there's nothing going to break it up. It's our government and all the cretins under them, all these affirmative action crowds of zombies, and they're fine with anything the government does, but the victims of it, like myself, I lived through 1984, and I've seen their siege bullshit so many times, I know what it is. So I decided just to short sell all my shit so I can get a Bergman 650 scooter and hopefully more, and be a little more looser and freer and happier than ever before. But it takes money, and I can do it on the minimalist amount. And as far as the future, hell, I don't know. Will I invent more shit? I don't know. Don't care. It's a miserable, drawn out bunch of shit when you're trying to be successful. And everything's Google-fied with communism, Russians, occultism, religionisms, government worshipisms, and Donald Trumpisms. The creator of all gingerdom, which includes blacks to Mexicans, Europeans, Irish, all sorts of nasty tempered shits out there. And they're proud of it. And whatever, can they hold on to a little criticism? I don't really care about that neither. I just want to go fishing in South Florida and have the money to live somewhat down there, and wait for these government squatters they put here to die out safely away from this place, because it is East Tennessee and they are pretty dangerous and they really don't give a shit. So it's like a spoiled bunch of children that run everything, and if some of them think they can get the idea that it's all right to beat you and try to murder you and harm you and never have anything happen to them, they get by with it. So I'm not really complaining about it because I survived that too. But I'm not going to sit here and stay bent over and wait for them to hit me in the ass again. I don't think so. So I have these great things that I innovated on all my spare time that I use around here. And there's plenty of it because they've got me deadlocked in poverty here. And that's the norm. That's what they do to people that move in this area. And anywhere. You move to Florida, it's the same thing. They predate on people, and if you don't bring your own wealth, you're fucked. Not unless you're in with their bullshit, whatever that is. It's many of diverse schemes and scammery and scumbaggery, and it's the same everywhere. There's no difference between here, California, New York, Florida, Maine, Washington, D.C., Georgia, you name it, Colorado, Seattle, Washington, whatever. It's all the same. They don't micromanage all their overall schematic like that. It's all one big shit show. So I have no money, I have no relatives, and only thing I have is this great, fantastic stuff that I took my time to build for years. And I thought, whatever I thought's unimportant. What I'm thinking now is more important, that I need some fast cash so I can go buy a Bergman 650, get my motorcycle license, which I'm a lifetime rider anyway. But I just never got the license. But I'm going to get them now because you know how these pigs are. They're out of control crowd themselves and corrupt. They've melded with a criminal element, actually. They all see themselves as criminals, but in the public spotlight, they're the good guys. But really, they're the bad guys, as any bad guy is. So, and the judge is even a bigger bad guy. And it don't matter what judge. And it gets worse from up there, you know. You go on up and, you know, your corrupt governors, your senators, your whatever. But that's, you know, that's the landscape of America and the world. So I'm just sitting here pandering, you know. If you want to make a quick investment, these are fast producible things. Check out the videos of the Oasis I built, you know. I thought it would go viral, but they didn't. They're not going to let nothing I do go viral or be productive or profitable. And I'm fighting for the meagerest amounts now. And there it is. You know, it is what it is, folks. This works great. That's the UFO Shiner probe. And it's rough, but, you know, for a couple $100, you can put a zipper skin on it to unzip it around the midsection, and it will look damn nice in spandex. They make a like fish camouflage spandex that has shiners actually on it. I could probably send you a link to the material. That would look damn good. Probably attract more shiners. But any kind of bait, you know, ocean bait, it's got bait cups all over. That works good. These work good, but they need remolded with reinforcing oversized ligature around the entrances. Simply done. If you got the money to have them make you a mold to form a barrel, have them do the inner tray table lip around the inside so you can affix the beautiful woodwork shelving to, instead of doing like I did, staple it from the outside, which you could do that too. I mean, you can add the lip to it as a fixture to reinforce this. But, you know, if you're in the business and you're going to sell 1,000,000 of them, why not just make the barrel the way you want it? But you can go either way. 10 grand. And this, what's so special about that? He put shelves in it. It's got the wheelbarrow, the dolly handle on the back. That's a first. That's nice. It'll go over stairs and everywhere, over through doorways effortlessly. It's like a dolly, but it's a work barrel. It can be a serving barrel also, like for food in a nice restaurant, where you can put a light on it and, you know, set a very good tone. But these look fantastic when they're new and manufactured, and you have all that fresh stuff on it. It looks awesome. You can put chrome wire on it. I didn't have no chrome wire, but believe you me, you would have a high-end ritzy thing. And what, you know, everything else I've engineered, the Oasis, this could be manufactured by someone in a garage like this on a large scale. It's so simple. I use a Vantech particle board outside, all-weather board, 3/4 inch. They sell these aluminum corner brackets in lots of 10 or 20 on Amazon. And a trash can lid for $15 at Walmart. You buy the trash can and the lid. Who knows? You work the networks, and they'll probably sell you a big, 100 lids alone. They sell them in Walmart. Perfect for this. And this cage you can substitute, because that inner part is a solar light, a landscaping self-charging solar light, and it's aluminum. Those are like $10 each. And then that's a fan shroud that I trimmed down. You can buy groups of these for, I found replacements for these for like $20 each. But you can substitute the swinging pendulum of whatever you want to create it out of. But it's my design. I did it first. And it is a great, fantastic, entertaining interaction for any wildlife or domestic pets. Your ferrets, your snakes, your parakeets, your birds, your cats, or, just outdoor, stick it in your yard and really have a show available. Awesome fun. You can make these for Yeah, $75 each. And they are big and elaborate to pull in that $300 price tag. You know, all out of all new wood. And yeah, this upper support ring is important. I had envisioned molding it, the wire into it like a lampshade would have, but I've just got it zip strapped on. Whatever. Nice unit though. The nicest activity unit I've seen. You know, you've got cat trees and all that other crap. That's just crap. You know, you're not going to get any excitement out of a cat crawling over carpet covered tubes. This is exciting. But there's the mini one. The first prototype I built. The 10 grand, you can have it. I won't even mention the folding dolly. Nobody wants to make a folding dolly, I guess. That's about like the Speed Vice handle. But the Card of America and my shopping bag holders, that's very notable. You know, that's an original concept that's very, very usable. People might mock it or knock it, but I can tell you it's nice to have a multi-tool that holds shopping bags readily. And anyone would use them repeatedly. Just, if anything, just store your old bags in. You can hang it on a hook. It makes it great. A great organizer collection too, you know. With 10 of them, at the minimum, you just use hooks. And it makes a hell of a fast organizer, space saver type thing. Works great. 10 grand, you can have it. Same with the Card of America. That's the greatest thing I built yet, and probably ever will. The world's first clamping cart, folding, fishing cart. You clamp these on in seconds. Shopping cart, it specializes in totes, but you know, if you want to go on a vacation, a picnic, an outing, you can throw a cooler on there or whatever. You can put up to 3 totes on it. Or 2 totes and any odd stuff you can bungee on it or strap down or net it. Whatever. It's quite easy to use, very maneuverable, lightweight, rugged as a Marine, and it's fabulous. There it is, Jason Faulkner, aka Shop Weasel. I'm not begging, I'm just reiterating this because we live in zombie land, and all the scumbags have everything, and the rest of us, we have shit. Thank you for your time. Feel free to call. I'm very smart, intelligent, and approachable. Have a good one.